did it. On my bike. And then the train station. Little intro, little Thursday Thunder, Every Possible podcast today. And today we have a guest. We have Nicoline Huizinga. And for the next weeks, and a few months actually, we're talking about frequency. Remember, there's two elements of it. There's like a vibration, like a radio signal, and then there's like intervals, like how often, daily, weekly, monthly, annually, right? We talk about both, and we're going to be talking about more, and she's got some interesting perspectives on it, and I'm going to let us jump right in to talking with Nicoline Huizinga, and here's my little entry from the woods of Driebergen. This is a town where I live. Here's what's that called? Field hockey, grass hockey. I don't know what they call it. Hockey. Look, there's a train. You notice my daredevil moves here on my bike, and I've got a torn ligament in my finger. And you might, I know what you're thinking. You're thinking, Bradley, shouldn't you be a little more careful? Remember, I'm a Dutch passport-holding Dutch citizen. I can bike under any conditions. I have to. I think it's like part of the passport requirements. I think when you're here, when you're born here, pretty sure you get like a little bicycle, and you have to bike by like at a time. I think before you can walk. I think they need you to bike. Okay, hey, I've got to go because I'm getting to the train station. This is Bradley Schraubin, a little Thursday Thunder, a little Repossible podcast. Got our guest Nicoline Huizinga, and we're talking about frequency. We're going to be talking about it for the next few months. If you'd like to talk about frequency, check this out. Hold on. You see? There's like a little percolating percola. I'd probably call it a different name. Something like that. Okay, I'm getting to the bridge. I've got to end this. If you'd like to talk frequency, if you have some ideas or experiences with either the daily, weekly, monthly, annually type thing, or like the vibration frequency, more like radio signal, radio wave, just come to frequency.repossible.com, sign up, and we'll set up a date. All right? Okay, hey, I did it. I made it all the way. And now at the train station, and I didn't crash. And my finger, is intact. Here, I'll even show you. See? Bradley Schraubin, I'll see you next week. Hey, Nicoline.
Hi.
Hi. So I just, as often happens with us, we're talking, and I'm like, I need to hit record because we have such good stuff going on. But it is now August 2022, and it's coming up on November 2022, which would be 10 years from when John Muldoon had me writing every day for 30 days.
Yeah.
And then down that path, I wrote the Every Single Day book. And we were just talking about how you have just started a new routine of some daily actions.
Yeah.
And then it's funny because I'm hearing them thinking, oh, that's a good idea. Oh, I could do that too. Like, oh, I know the benefits of that. Like, what's going on? So I'd like to talk about frequency, as we kind of talked about last week, and for my upcoming book, Frequency, coming out November 17th.
Yeah.
For the 10-year anniversary. But it is so relevant. We're talking about the daily, and daily is one of the frequencies.
Yes.
So can you kind of just recap what we were talking about your new daily actions and habits or rituals and how that's working?
Yeah, well, basically I already had like a daily routine, but I shifted and added some more stuff.
Okay.
So what I already did was on a daily was I get out of bed, I drink a glass of water, and I start journaling, and I do a meditation, and I do my Spanish lesson. That was my daily routine.
It's already fantastic.
Yeah. So that, and of course, every now and then, I skipped one of the pieces, but it was good.
Right.
And recently I had a mindset session with my coach, and we identified several aspects, especially for my business, that I need to address like on a daily. So the four things that added, and it may sound like, oh my God, you got a huge to-do list every day,
Yeah.
was apart from the things that I already do, is I need to do mirror work. And the mirror work is basically talking to yourself and telling
Wow.
yourself why you love and trust yourself.
But you really look into a mirror, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Physically.
Yeah,
Okay.
you look at
Wow.
yourself. You look yourself in the eye, and then you say literally, I love and trust you because, and you start stating the reasons why you love and trust yourself. And that is
Wow.
quite powerful stuff.
Yeah.
So, and like I said, the first time was quite emotional,
Yeah.
because I realized I've never done that. I've never done that. And for some, it may be like, what? But it really it's a game changer. So
But
that's,
that you do daily as well. The
yeah,
I love and trust myself.
yeah,
I mean, I love and trust. You say you, right? I love and trust you.
yeah, yeah. I'm
Talking to
talking
yourself
to
in the mirror.
myself as in I love and trust you. Yeah. So I talk to myself as a third person.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
And that because and then
Yeah.
but that's daily.
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
wow. And so is the because the same every day or
No,
whatever you come up with?
no, it's whatever I come up with and whatever I find relevant for that day, and the words just
Okay.
come up, because
Wow.
it's just thinking, and it may be as simple as I love and trust you because you're a beautiful person. It may be as simple
Okay.
as that. Or I love and
Yeah.
trust you because you show up every day. I love and trust you
Wow.
because you're a caring person. Those kind of
Wow.
phrases. But it,
You know, this is so powerful because here I am, author of the book every single day. And it's been a few years since that book came out. And here I am, I almost feel like I'm hearing this for the first time. I'm like, wow, daily actions. That sounds like it could really work.
yeah,
Come on. But
yeah.
but I can imagine because I can imagine you getting better and better at it. It gets easier and easier, and
Mm.
but still tough. And
Yeah,
then you develop patterns, and you
yeah,
grow with it, and it's like a
yeah.
muscle that you're
Exactly. It's a
growing this
muscle that
muscle.
you're working out. That's the whole idea. And the funny thing is what you said about you wrote a book every single day. Is that we know things. We know so many things.
Yeah,
So everything about every single day because you have done it. You've written
right.
every single day for I don't know how many hundreds
I
of
know.
days.
Two
Um,
thousand eight hundred and eight.
exactly.
Yeah,
But that's something I realized too. Like knowing isn't doing. It doesn't equal doing.
yeah,
So
yeah,
it's the
yeah.
doing that is the powerful stuff. And it may sound and seem like just a tiny little thing because it takes him like 30 seconds to do the mirror work,
Wow.
45 seconds maybe,
Yeah,
and that's it. But it's if you do it on a daily, that's going to make a difference. I mean, when I started doing my Spanish lessons, I didn't know a word when I started, and I did it every day for 2 minutes, 2 3 minutes. A lesson is 2 or 3 minutes,
wow,
and now I have a vocabulary of 1,800 Spanish words because
wow.
I've done it for so many days. And that's the whole idea with, I think, with this mirror work too. At first you talk to yourself and you're like, yeah, right, I love and trust you because, yeah, do I really love and trust myself?
Right,
but when you but
right.
when you really get into it, and then you're like, oh yeah, okay, yeah, I do like that about myself. Yeah, I'm trying my best.
Wow,
That's great.
wow.
I love and trust you because you're doing your best. And then you will be doing your best even more.
Yeah.
So that's the whole idea, I think, about the daily stuff.
Also, like you said, I like that you said it takes you 30 seconds or something. Because if you, and mirror, and we're not talking, oh, do I need a studio setup? Oh,
No,
do I need to fix my hair? Oh, do I need to
no,
whatever? No, there is like no excuses.
no.
And you
It's,
can,
it's really
e- e-
simple.
even
But
your Spanish, I
yeah,
could imagine all kinds of excuses, oh, well, I don't have my vocabulary cards. Oh, where's my book? Or, oh, forget it.
mm, yeah,
But this
no,
one,
it's just
wow,
3 minutes. And it's on your phone. It's an app on your phone. It's Duolingo. It's really simple. A lesson is 2 or 3 minutes.
Wow.
And,
Oh,
and you just
wow.
continue to do it every day. So now I've did it. That's a funny thing because I've done it once for 365 days
Hmm.
because I really wanted to complete a full year.
Yeah.
And that was my goal. And when I had accomplished that, I was like, okay, I'm done. And that was crazy because I
Yeah.
wanted to learn Spanish.
Yeah.
And then at some point, I picked it back up again. So last January, I picked it back up again. And I was like, okay, I really want to continue learning Spanish. So I picked it back up, and now I'm on a 208-day streak, I think.
Wow.
Yeah, 208, I
Wow.
think. So, yeah.
You
So,
know, I have to tell you, and I mean, you're not going to be surprised, but then again, we're both surprised. But this is re-inspiring me so much with days in a row thing.
mm,
And because without when I was writing every day, and I had, I was at 1,000 days, 2,000 days. Do you think I'm going to miss? I'm at 1,000, 114. You think I'm really going to say, nah, no way, right?
yeah,
But even,
yeah,
or if you're in, like the way I started writing on November 1st, 2012, thanks to
yeah,
John Muldoon, he
yeah,
says 30 days.
yeah,
And this was back when I was scared to death of writing because this was this big fear I had of, well,
yeah,
as we were talking about earlier, I'm not good enough. I'm not really a writer. I just want to dream about it. I don't actually want to do it. Like you just said, knowing is not doing. Well,
mm,
I knew writers write. I just wasn't writing. So I was
yeah,
knowing, but not doing.
yeah,
And then in 30 days, there we go.
yeah,
And it
exactly.
turned into 2,808, which I actually don't, I'm not even promoting that. I don't say you should write for thousands of days or
No,
do mirror work for thousands of days.
no,
But what's a good number? Does your coach, and oh, by the way, I wanted to mention, here's Nicoline Huizinga, who I think is a fantastic coach. And yet you have a coach.
yes, we
I
all
lo-
need a coach.
and here's Bradley, who writes a book called Every Single Day, who's being re-inspired by an idea that, I
Yeah,
mean, it's not, I didn't invent the idea, but I wrote an entire book on the idea. And yet here I am again, learning from the same thing
yeah,
at a later stage.
yeah.
So we're always learning.
That's the
And
thing because we are so easy. I think as humans are we are kind of addicted to the comfort state.
yeah,
So
yeah,
to be comfortable, to be fine, to be not pushing yourself really hard. We love that state. We want to avoid the pain. We want to
yeah,
avoid the pain more than we want the gain.
yeah, yeah,
So, and we know that it's hard to do other things out of our comfort zone. So, and that's why we need a coach to really help us move forward. Because like I want to learn, I want to grow and I want to continue doing that. So I need other people around me to show me
yeah,
the way and to show me the perspective of what I could be as well. And I think that is the inspiration that I'm always looking for.
yeah,
So
yeah.
so yeah, I like that, to inspire one another because it's so easy to forget about all the beautiful things that we can do. And of course, I'm not saying that I will be doing the mirror work for thousands of days. I
Right,
don't know.
right,
I don't know. I'll just,
right.
for now, it's something I need. I feel I need it.
Yeah,
And at
yeah,
some point, I may not be needing it. I don't
yeah,
know.
yeah,
But I'll just gonna wait and see. And it's not like, oh, I need to add that to my to-do list and to push myself all the
right.
time. It's like I know I need this right now. So
Yeah,
I'm just gonna see what happens.
yeah,
And it's like, brushing your teeth every day. It's like going to the gym. Like I need that to keep in shape. And perhaps at some point I won't have to do the mirror work every day anymore, but like 3 times a week. I don't know.
yeah, yeah. Once a
I don't
week.
know. I'll just wait and see.
Yeah,
But for now, I know it works really powerfully. So
yeah,
yeah, it's the daily frequency that works for me now.
yeah. You know, um, maybe let's leave it at that
Mm,
because Well, we could go further, but this this idea for this book frequency came about because it started with every single day, but then there's also well, the mirror work we just mentioned, and maybe it's 3 times a week or maybe once a week. But the idea for the frequency book is what do you do daily, what weekly, what monthly, what annually, what like once
Yeah,
in a lifetime type stuff,
yeah,
and sort of what should you do, how often, and
mm,
why.
yeah,
And because now we're revisiting daily.
mm,
Um, and I'm thinking, well, then you just said maybe it could go to weekly.
yeah.
And
I
that's
don't
why
know.
yeah, and it could. Because you mentioned 3 times a week, because it's funny in the book every single day I talk about how every other day or odd numbered days, and I make a joke about how, oh, what if it's the 31st of the month and then there's the first of the month? What do I
Yeah,
do? Oh, I don't know.
yeah,
Maybe I should just stop.
yeah,
I give up. It's too complicated.
yeah, yeah.
Um,
But it could work if you link it to other activities. Like, for instance, I have a
hmm.
frequency of going to the gym 3 times a week on
Okay.
Tuesday, Thursdays, and Saturdays.
Okay.
So on
Okay.
Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturday mornings, I'm at the gym at 7 o'clock. So
Okay.
if I would link the mirror work at some point, I'm not saying that I will be,
Oh,
but I
I
would
like
link
that.
it like, okay,
I
I've
like
been to
that.
the gym, I need to do my mirror work because that's a habit that's in place already, and it's like it's a non-negotiable. It's Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday. That's a frequency.
It's interesting you mentioned that. I've read about that, about how you add on to an existing habit
Yeah.
and you just add a little thing. Like, because I was thinking with your mirror work, I was thinking, oh, well, let me see. What do I do in front of the mirror? What do I do in the bathroom? Brush my teeth. Oh, I brush my teeth every day. I even brush my teeth twice a day. And so that could be an add-on habit. That's really
Exactly.
interesting.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
then that would solve any confusion. I mean, maybe
Yeah.
I'm just such a simple-minded guy. I can't figure out 3 times a week.
No, but it's
But
important to keep it simple. It's
yeah,
important to keep it simple. If you want to create habits, you need to keep it simple
yeah,
because otherwise it will be a thing on your to-do list and you're not going to do it.
yeah. But
So
the
make it really
add-on,
simple. Yeah.
and also with I'm really stuck on the mirror thing because I can see the power of it. But I'm intrigued by it because it sounds scary.
Mm.
And I like those ones that are scary. But then, I mean, you said it could be 30 seconds,
Yeah.
30 seconds in the mirror. We all have 30 seconds.
We all have 30 seconds. Yeah. Yeah. And we
Wow.
can all come up with the things that we like about ourselves.
Yeah. And
I
I
mean, and
imagine
even
they
if it's
grow.
yeah, and even if it's just only one thing that you can mention, that's great. Repeat that one thing like a few times. I love and trust you
Wow.
because you're a caring person. And if that's the
Yeah.
only thing you like about yourself, great, then repeat that one over and over again.
Do you take note or anything? Do you write them down or anything like that?
No,
Or
no,
no? Okay.
no, I just
Just saying.
feel what comes up and then yeah, and I just say it out loud.
Yeah.
I can imagine that for some people it may be good to write some things down, like, oh, thinking about I think I like this about myself too. That could
Yeah.
be a way, but I don't no, I don't use it.
Don't feel the need.
No, I don't. I
Yeah.
don't. Just
I could just see
mention
for
what I
like
come up with.
for growth, I could see, oh, let me look at a month ago. Oh, I love and trust myself because, oh, that's a silly little thing. Look how much I've progressed. And now I say I
Mm,
love and trust myself because
yeah,
boom, 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 these
yeah,
better things. Oh, wow, that's
yeah,
neat. I'm growing.
yeah, yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, and of course that's it can relate to the things that you have done. So like for this week, speaking of daily habits, I have committed to do a daily live on my social media. So either on Instagram or Facebook, I will go live. And I can imagine at some point in the mirror work, I will be saying, I love and trust you because you show up every day on a daily live.
Yeah. Yeah.
So yeah, that's
Okay, I have another question then about the both the mirror and the daily life. Do you have a deadline? Do you right now do you say I'm going to do it 30 days and then I'm done and then we'll reevaluate
no,
or just go
no.
just every day
I'm
and
just going to do it every day.
okay.
And I don't know. I'll see where it ends. I don't know.
See where it ends. Okay.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
Cool.
Because if the thing is, I need to do this for 30 days or 60 days or whatever, that would be hard for me. Because I was like, oh my God, that's a goal. Can I even achieve that?
Okay.
So for me, it's like, no, I'm going to do it today. That's a non-negotiable. I do a daily life. So I'm going to do it today. And the next day
Yeah.
is the same decision over and over again. Like, I'm going to do a live today.
Well,
And
speaking of decision, it's technically the lack of decision that makes it better
yeah,
because you have decided already that you're going to do it daily.
yeah,
And
yeah,
so then
yeah. And that's the crazy thing where I got that is from a family member of mine who was severely addicted to crack and cocaine. And when he went to rehab, all they said was, you need to decide what to do every day. That's it's only one day at a time.
today, one day at a time.
So it's not like
Yeah.
I'm going to be sober for the rest of my life, because
Yeah.
that's like, "Ooh, I'm going to be sober today." That's a decision. And the next day, you're going to make the very same decision. I'm going to be sober today.
That could make the mirror work also so easy because I'm going to make the decision for my actions in the next 30 seconds of what I'm going to do for today.
Yeah.
I'm not saying 30 seconds times 30 days or 30 seconds times 365. It's one time right now, 30 seconds.
Exactly.
And tomorrow I can decide whether or not I'll do it again.
Yeah. But the funny thing is that tomorrow you have the same choice. Am I going to do it or am I not going to do it? But you will feel better if you do it. And it may be hard, but you're going to do it anyway. So it's like a decision that you take every single day. And I like that title.
This is interesting because I do see sort of two schools of thought. Because I see advantages of saying, I'm going to do this 30 days. Then, because I've decided one time that I'm going to do it 30 days. So the decision is now off the table.
Yeah.
Because what you're saying, you are opening up the danger, so to speak, of and the decision, they have decision-making fatigue, right? Decision fatigue. Where I have to every day okay I'm at the mirror again. Okay, am I going to do it today? Because I like that about what you're saying, but I think there could be two schools of thought as to how to approach it.
Yeah, and it depends. Like, how are you on goals and targets? I mean, 30 days is fine, right? 30 days is doable.
Right.
But if you're like, oh, I need to do this for the next 90 days, then you're like,
Right.
I am.
Yeah, for sure.
I don't want to do that.
Yeah.
So if I can decide, like, okay, I'm going to do it today, and I'm going to do it tomorrow.
Yeah.
Again. I'm going to do it tomorrow again, and that's like, and then you really take it one step at a time.
Yeah.
And I think that's really powerful.
Right, and back to the simplicity, because if we're saying like, oh, okay, the next 90 days, well, let me see, that's 3 months, that's a quarter, right? So is that like, okay, September and October and November? Okay, well, when did it start? Whereas like the daily, or if we're going to go 30 days, I like just pick a month. It's August.
Yeah.
I wake up. Is it still August?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's August. Okay, I guess I'm doing that today.
Yeah.
Then it's simple and you're done.
Yeah. Yeah. So simplicity is key, I think. In the frequency, it's important to keep it simple.
Okay. And to wrap up, speaking of frequency, with this book coming out November 17th, that gives me 3 months almost. And I would love to invite you again, Nicoline, because as you and I have talked in the past, there's so many more aspects of this one word that I'd love to talk with you again more about other elements of it. Because we talked about like wavelength and vibration and all that other stuff. So let this be like an episode of future episodes to help with the content of the book and guide the book. And this is creation in action right here. By the way, dear listeners, this is how things work. I just think we jump in and we do it and we see what happens, and we're gonna learn something, almost guaranteed.
Great.
Okay, great. Thanks, then.
Great.
All right. To one of many. Thanks.
All right.